Good morning. Good morning, all. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to study a chapter. Before that, I am going to give you an activity. Okay, the activity is write 2 or 3 sentences about your hobby. Which is your favorite hobby? Do you know how to write about hobby? You know what is your hobby? My hobby is traveling, reading, and listening to music. So likewise, you should write. You should write about your hobby in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, you may write. Take a piece of paper and write 2 or 3 sentences about your hobby. Have you ever studied about motivation stories? Okay, today we will study a beautiful motivational or inspirational story named The Light on the Hills, written by Lucy Clifford. What's the name of the author? Lucy Clifford. Okay, we will study about Lucy Clifford. This is Lucy Clifford. Lucy Clifford was born on 1846. She was better known as Mrs. W.K. Clifford. She was a British novelist and a journalist. Her best known story is Mrs. Kate's Crime, published in 1885, followed by several other volumes. Her best known story is Mrs. Kate's Crime. The Last Touches and Other Stories, published on 1892. And Mere Stories, 1896. And one of the most important the play written by Mrs. Lucy Clifford is A Woman Alone. It was one of the most popular play of Lucy Clifford. She is most often remembered for her anyhow stories, Moral and Otherwise, which was published on 1882. A collection of stories written for her own children. More and Otherwise is a collection of stories in which she has written for her own children. We will read the story. The Light on the Hills, written by Lucy Clifford. I want to work at my picture, he said. I went into the field. The little sister went too and stood by him, watching while he painted. The trees are not quite straight, she said. And oh dear brother, the sky is not blue enough. It will all come right soon, he answered. Will it be of any good? Oh yes, she said, wondering that he should even ask. It will make people happy to look at it. They will feel as if they were in the field. If I do it badly, will it make them unhappy? If you do your work with dedication and honesty, people will know how hard you have tried, she answered. And for this reason, they will like your work. Look up, she said suddenly. Look up at the light upon the hills. And they stood together, looking at all he was trying to paint, at the trees and the field, at the deep shadows and the hills beyond, and the light that rested upon them. The sunlight was glimmering, the leaves were rustling. They could hear a stream rippling somewhere. It is a beautiful world, the girl said. It is a great honor to make things for it. It is a beautiful world, the boy echoed sadly. It's a sin to do anything which might represent the world badly or imperfectly. But will you always do things well? Asked the little sister. Will you always do things well? Asked the little sister. I get so tired, he said, and long to leave off so much. What do you do when you want to do your best? Your very best, he asked suddenly. I think if I want to do my very, very best, then I will do it for the people I love, she answered. It makes you very strong if you think of them. You can bear pain and walk forward and do all kinds of things, and you do not get tired too so soon. He thought for a moment. Then I shall take my picture for you, he said. I shall think of you all the time I am doing it. I come across many difficult words when I read the paragraph. Okay, we'll study some difficult words. First one is wonder. Wondering is means characterized by or expressive of a desire to know something curious. You always wonder about something. You want to know more about something. So we are very curious. That is wonder. Next one is dedication. Dedication is a feeling of very strong support or loyalty for someone. We can be dedicated towards someone or some work. If you are dedicated, we will do that work with great commitment. Okay, dedicated means commitment. Honor. Honor means showing of a merited esteem or showing some kind of respect towards someone. Or honor is a kind of respect we receive from others as well. Next one is rustling. Rustling means to cause a rustle. It's a kind of sound with the movements of leaves. When the leaves move, it makes a rustling sound. For example, the trees rustling. Next one is glimmer. You can see in the picture something is this. It's a shining stars. Stars start shining. So glimmer means shining faintly with a wavering light. Next one is rippling. To become lightly ruffled or covered with small waves. You have seen on the top of the water surface, be it the sea or in the river, you have seen the ruffled or small waves. So we call it a ripple. The ripple is formed on the top of the surface of the water. So rippling means a small waves that is formed on the top of the surface of the water. I will explain the chapter line by line. I want to work at my picture, he said. Who said? The boy said he wants to work on his picture. I went to the field. So the boy went into the field. For what? For what purpose the boy went into the field? The boy went to the field to draw a picture. The little sister went too and stood by him watching while he painted. So his little sister accompanied him to the field to watch him drawing the picture. So what was the picture he was trying to draw? He was trying to draw the picture of the field. The trees are not quite straight, she said. Oh dear brother, the sky is not blue enough. The sister was watching him drawing the picture. So the sister was commenting on his picture, about his picture. She is describing his picture that it is not that perfect. The trees are not quite straight and the sky is not blue enough. So it means that the boy's picture is not that perfect, it's imperfect. It will all come right soon, he answered. Will it be of any good? So the boy said it will be all right soon. It will be a perfect picture soon. Oh yes, she said, wondering that he should even ask. It will make people happy to look at. They will feel as if they were in the field. So the sister is saying that if you draw a picture, if it looks like as genuine as real life picture, it should be a real life picture. If you draw a perfect picture, it should look more like a picture in real life. The real life appearance of the hill. So if I do it badly, will it make them unhappy? So he is asking his younger sister that if I do it badly, imperfectly, will that make other people, those who see the picture, make them unhappy? So if you do your work with dedication, our sister replies, if you do your work with dedication and honesty, people will know how hard you have tried. So to his question, the sister answers that if you do a work with full commitment and dedication, then people will appreciate your or admire your work. If you do your work with dedication, it will make them happy. So then she tries to explain the beauty of the nature. Look up, she said suddenly, look up at the light upon the hills. And they stood together looking at all he was trying to paint. So first she is trying to describe the beauty of the nature around him. The beauty of the nature he is trying to depict in his picture. So look up. And they stood together looking at all he was trying to paint, at the trees and the field, at the deep shadows and the hill beyond. And the light was rested upon them. So they could see the light rested upon the hills. The sunlight was glimmering. You know what is glimmering? Glimmering means shining. There was shining sunlight. It was at the middle of the day. So the sun was shining, glimmering. The leaves were rustling. The rustling means a sound. I have told you already that rustling is a sound made by leaves at the time of wind. So it's a movement of leaves, it's a sound made by the leaves. Then here is stream rippling somewhere. Rippling means it's also a sound made by water, rippling. It's a beautiful word, the girl said. It is a great honor to make things for it. So the girl says that it's a very beautiful word. So it's a great honor, it's a great respect if you do the thing perfectly, or if you draw the picture in a perfect manner, then it will be a great honor. So it's a beautiful word. We cannot draw it imperfectly. We cannot make it bad. Okay. It's a beautiful word. The boy echoed sadly. It is a sin to do anything which might represent the word badly or imperfectly. So the boy says that it is a sin. The boy says that it is a sin if he draw the picture imperfectly. So it is his duty to draw a beautiful picture, a real life picture of the hills. So the boy thinks that it is a beautiful world, so he should not be drawn badly. But will you do always do things well? Asked the little sister. So the sister asked whether he do his things very well always, at all times. I get so tired, he said, and long to leave off so much. So he said his weakness was his tiredness. He gets so very much tired soon after doing a work. So he cannot endure things. He gets tired soon. So what do you do when you want to do your best, your very, very best? He asked suddenly. So he asked a question. What do you want to do when you want to do your very best? So if you do anything to your level best, it will be perfect. So the boy asked, what will you do to do your very best? I think if I want to do my very, very best, then I will do it for the people I love. What was the answer? What was she replied to the boy, to the question asked by the boy? I think I want to do my very, very best. Then I will do it for the people. So if she wants, if the younger sister says that if she wants to help other people, if she wants to do anything best, that is, she will help other people. She will do it with great dedication to other people. She will help other people with great dedication and commitment. It makes you very strong if you think of them. You can bear pain and walk for and do all things, all kinds of things. You do not get tired so soon. So if you are empathetic, the younger sister is asking the boy to be more empathetic towards others. So if you are empathetic towards others' feelings, then you will not get tired even if you work for others. So you can take your time helping others without getting tired if you are more empathetic or if you understand the feelings of others. He thought for a moment, then I shall paint my picture for you. So he decides to paint the picture for his younger sister. So here in the story we see that the younger sister is wise compared to the boy. I hope you understood the story. Okay, we will discuss some questions. First question is, what is the title of the story? Okay. Oh yes, the title of the story is The Light on the Hills. The Light on the Hills. Okay, next one is, who is the author of the story? Yes, the author of the story is Miss Lucy Clifford. How, according to the girl, can the boy make people feel happy while looking at his picture? Yes, the boy can make people feel happy by drawing the picture perfectly or without any mistake. If we draw a picture perfectly, the people will be happy. It's a beautiful word. What makes the little girl say so? Yes, what makes the little girl say so? Because she is describing the beauty of the word. So we cannot make it imperfect of such a beautiful word. That's why the girl said that it's a beautiful word. So we cannot make anything bad of it. Okay. What according to the girl should we do when we want to get our best? Yeah, the girl says that if she want to do or we want to do the best, what we need to do? We need to help others, be empathetic to others or know others' feelings. So then we can get our best, do our best by helping others. Grammar. Okay, we will study a grammatical item. Adverbs. Have you heard of adverb? What do you mean by adverb? An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It tells us how, where, when, how much, and with what frequency. An adverb can tell how. So, describes a verb. It tells us how, where, when, how much, and how often. So, what is the example of how? When we say how? Quietly, peacefully, carefully, slowly, badly, closely, easily, well, fast, quickly, cheerfully. So it's used ly for that. How was that? Quietly. It was quietly, peacefully, carefully. Okay. Next one, where? Above, abroad, far, away, back, here, outside, backwards, behind, below, down. This indicates where is the place. Where is the place? It's above, abroad, far. These are all adverbs. Then when? The time. When indicates the time. Now, yesterday, soon, later, tomorrow, yet, already, tonight, today, then, lastly. So we said when that happened. It happened now, was yesterday, soon, yesterday. So how much? It indicates the quantity. Quite, fairly, to, enormously, entirely, very, extremely, rather, almost, absolutely, just. It's quite big. We said that quite big. It's enormous. It's very enormous. Enormous means very big. Okay, it indicates how much the quantity. Then how often? It's how frequent it happens. Something happens. Always, sometimes, often, frequently, normally, generally, usually, occasionally, seldom, rarely, never. So this indicates how often something happens, always, sometimes something happens always, otherwise sometimes, etc. So you have studied the grammar. Now I will give you a task, writing a notice. Have you ever written a notice, or have you ever seen a notice in your life? Okay, when you write notice, you have to keep in mind that name of issuing organization or authority. So we have to keep in mind the name of the issuing organization or authority should come at the top. Right at the very top, you print the name of the person or company that are issuing the said notices. This will help the reader to identify the notice as important or unimportant to him. So the next one is the title of the notice. When writing notices, we mention a title notice. You have to write the title notice on the top. This can draw attention to a document. So when we see the notice on the top, that is as attention seeking, or we get full attention of that document. So notices are then be posted at a public place. So it is important that you should not get lost in a sea of information. So it should be brief. It should be made brief. It should be understood in a brief sentence or paragraph. So then the next important thing is the date. How we put the date. After the title left hand side, we print the date on which the notices have been published. So the date should be clear. Since this is a formal document, an important aspect of it, since these documents stay on record. Heading. So heading is another important factor. Then we move on to an appropriate heading to the notices. You have seen headings about the purpose of the notice. This heading should be abundantly clear about the purpose of the notice. So body. The body of the notice that comes after the heading. After the heading, we write the brief and going to the body of the notice. The body of the notice is the next part. After that, writer's name is given. At the end of the notices, we have seen that the writer's name is given, and it is also signed by the same person or the authority concerned. So I will show my own version of notice. So here, green notice, there is a heading or a title in notice, and then afterwards, below that, Greenfield School, New Delhi, the institution or the concerned institution, or the name of the issuing institution, and below that, this is date 5th June 2019. It was published on 5th June 2019. So then, notice, we see that the notice of the title heading, and afterwards the purpose of the notice. So for what this notice is published for? It's published for sports summer camp. It's giving information about the sports summer camp carried out on a day or conducted on a specific day. So the date is prescribed and the purpose is prescribed. That is, sports summer camp is the purpose. So then the body should be brief. All the students are hereby informed that our school is going to organize a summer camp for training students in volleyball and cricket from 10th June to 27th June at 9 a.m. in the school playground. Those who are interested may give their names to the undersigned latest by 7th June 2019. And we see the name of the concerned person, Amal, sports secretary, and his designation, his position, that is sports secretary. So this is a way to write a notice. Now I will give you a homework for the next class. Prepare a notice on the annual day celebration in your school. Okay.